My daughter is heavy, and I'm 53 years old. She is a 17-year-old girl. I bought her this big, lockable storage bin not long ago. This is because our daughter works and likes to buy her own snacks and food. What's wrong is that her mom always has her aunts, uncles, and cousins over. Ever since she bought snacks for them and put them in the kitchen, they ate them without asking her. They don't listen when she tells them not to eat them. To give you an idea, she likes to order snacks from other countries to learn more about other cultures. She's also very good with words and likes to read labels to improve her language. When she places an order, these snacks can take weeks to arrive, by which time the snacks she has now are gone. That's all my wife did. She said that since our daughter put them in the kitchen, they belong to everyone. Then she put them in her room, but her cousins would take them when she wasn't there. That's why I bought a big box with a lock at a hardware shop. I bought extra locks and made holes in them so they could be used as a safety measure. It was so pricey that our daughter cried and thanked me because she couldn't afford it. And of course the cousins want more snacks. They got very angry when they saw that the snacks were inside. They told their parents and my wife, who doesn't like me, telling our daughter she's being selfish and will gain weight if she doesn't share her snacks with the family. Our daughter is in great shape because she works out all the time and plays many sports. She is not at all sick. My wife could order her own, and her daughter was happy to tell her where to do it. But that didn't make her happy either. She told her the chest had to go, and that I should have asked her before I bought the bin. These people are our daughter's uncles, aunts, and uncle. They are my brothers, brother-in-law and sister-in-law. My wife's sister is my sister-in-law. The pantry is also fully stocked with food to make things clear. We don't have anyone who is hungry and has to eat our daughter's snacks. This is what people said before reading the update. Your wife is acting very badly. That woman is so rude to take your daughter's things. These treats are for your daughter's hard work. They shouldn't be stolen, and your wife shouldn't tell other people in the family to steal them too. You did the right thing when you said that about the fat joke. You're not a jerk. This guy is a great dad, and his wife isn't. So it's really important that OP's daughter has someone like him standing by her. Yes, I'm taking over the original message so the OP can see this. You might want to get your daughter's room locked up too. Why do they let themselves in when she's not there? That is not okay. I would go one step further and get a locking lock for her room so that it stays locked when she's not there. The cousins won't be able to get into her room, and they'll have something else to bother her about. I'll think about that. Many thanks for the idea. They always sneak into her room and look around, which is gross. It's a smart move. Everyone would get the message that your daughter has the right to privacy and to have her limits honored. What makes your wife think it's okay to steal from her? It sounds mean. I've also tried to tell them to be quiet around our daughter and remember that she works hard to buy her own snacks. My wife thinks that because our daughter lives with her, she should share everything she buys with the family. Yeah, it's really bad that you don't let your daughter have limits or personal items. It teaches your daughter that other people can have what is hers, which can hurt her self-esteem and cause people to use her even after she moves out. Your wife needs to stop acting this way. Yesterday, this was a dangerous place to be. There will be a talk with her about this, I agree. It has grown into a big problem. Now for the news. My daughter and my brother-in-law each found my post on their own. First, my daughter, who got it from a friend, who knew what was going on. She told me about it, and after a long talk, she admitted that her mom doesn't treat her well when I'm not around and often puts her cousins' nephews ahead of her. I told her to be understanding, since we're in a much better situation than they are. I knew they would sneak into her room sometimes to play or take things, but it looks like they wait for her to leave for a few minutes, then run in and take what they want. Her mom also talks a lot about how much she weighs. As a comparison, our daughter looks a lot like me. She is taller and has some more masculine traits like wider shoulders. On the other hand, my wife is very small and delicate. My wife has told our daughter many other things that I will not say here. I didn't bring it up at first, and when I asked my wife if I could buy a lock for our daughter's door, she said no, Even though our daughter said she'd pay for it herself, she got angry and said that our daughter had to follow her rules when she was in her house. To be clear, the house is mine, not hers. After she walked off, she told all of our friends and her sister and brother-in-law right away that I was being mean and controlling with her. Then the brother-in-law found the first post and sent it to her. This led to another fight, in which she accused me of letting everyone know about our problems instead of trying to talk to her, even though I had already tried that and been blocked. After she stormed off, my daughter and I packed our bags and checked into a hotel. Yes, we brought the snack bin. That's where we've been for the past few days while I look for a good divorce lawyer. My wife is still telling lies about me, like that I tried to kick her out and other things. I am done with her. What she says doesn't matter to me. So I can keep my daughter safe from her, I'll get a divorce and pay her as much alimony as she wants. The house and everything else don't bother me. That's fine with her. Her sister, brother-in-law, and cousin can kiss her until she's broke. I'm truly sorry. I probably won't make another happy post after this one. Reddit, thanks for making me see things. You're a great parent. Have fun. Yes, I thought they were already separated when I read the first post. I have no idea why I read it that way. I'm also sorry that the marriage is over, but it sounds like it was for the best. Fight for your home. When your daughter is with you, she is safe. But if that house is truly yours, you need to take it back and tell them to leave. Do not give up so quickly. My thoughts too. You're a great dad, but from what I hear, leaving the house means you legally don't want it. You're at home with your daughter to show her how her own mother treats her. And the judge is not going to give her the house. Get a divorce lawyer and write down everything your wife says. You could also use your post to show that you are telling the truth about how crazy your wife is. Next article. Should I feel bad for telling my brother that I believe he made a mistake when it came to his daughter and his current wife? It's been 6 months, but this still makes my brother feel a lot. My sister, a 19-year-old woman, was in a serious car accident 7 months ago. She had several surgeries, and for a couple of days she was in very bad shape. She was taken to the hospital because it was so scary. She was my brother's daughter from his ex-wife. She was born Monday morning. His present wife was almost done with her pregnancy at the same time. She went to the hospital on Thursday morning of the same week because she was in labor. It took about 16 hours, and she really wanted my brother to be there with her the whole time. Thursday at noon, my niece woke up for the first time. Her mom, my girlfriend, and I were there. My brother wasn't there when she asked for him. The next morning she woke up, but he wasn't there. That means I saw her for the first time on Friday morning. We were all happy and everything seemed fine. But after she got out of the hospital and went to live with her mom, she cut my brother out of her life totally. He calls her, but she doesn't answer or talk to him when he comes over. He lost it and came to me last week. His niece told him, "Why do you even care? I didn't find you when I woke up from my grave. Being with your daughter when she was almost dead should have been the most important thing." At the same time, this makes things hard between him and his present wife. He asked me to be honest about what I thought about what he did. I told him I thought he made the wrong choice and that his daughter should have come first. To be fair, though, it was terrible that she woke up during the only hours he was there. He left because he was mad. Should I have told him I agreed with him to keep him from feeling worse about it? Now for the most important comments. Both sides lost in this case. He took a chance and lost. Your child needs you as a parent. Your partner needs you as a mate. How do you pick? He was there, but she couldn't see him. But based on how she reacted, something else is going on in the background that isn't being talked about. I can't say what I think until I know more about their past. If the wife had died, would they both be just as upset by his absence? After that, the brother made the right option. If he was with his daughter, he would definitely miss his wife giving birth. On the other hand, if he was with his wife, his daughter might wake up while he was gone. There's also a good chance he wouldn't be there when his daughter woke up, unless he was sleeping in her hospital room, which is possible, but not always. Not the jerk. I get that you want to be there for your wife and to see the baby being born, but that child will never remember him being there. But your niece will never forget that he wasn't there when she woke up after almost dying. I'm shocked by the wife. It would be horrible to keep someone from their child when they were in danger and make them stay through the whole labor. I agree that your niece has a right to need room. I have no idea how you get back from this. Because your brother didn't want to hear the truth, he shouldn't have asked you. I mean, that birth can quickly become a matter of life and death for both the mother and the child. I can see why she would want him there if it was her first child, and especially if there were any problems or it was a high-risk pregnancy. He might feel like he has to be there. How about if she needed him to speak up for her? What would happen if something went wrong? If certain things happen, giving birth can be a very scary event. It's not enough to just see your child be born. Because I think he was stuck, he couldn't win. There's no doubt that giving birth can become a matter of life and death, but his other daughter was in a real matter of life and death. Or at least that's how she sees it and how it reads. What's a husband going to do when his wife gets sick? It's not an easy question. Really, I mean. What else will he do besides make you feel better? He did this because he thought his girlfriend or wife might need comfort more than his daughter, who definitely did. This is not the a-hole. How is that woman? Having her was easy, and the birth went well until it didn't. My first child was born through a C-section, my second through a regular birth, and my third was about to come out. I was bleeding because he got caught in some scar tissue. It was true that I died on a table, but my husband had to make terrible choices at the right time for him. It was very scary. Lucky for me, I made it through without him there to help me make quick choices. If I had stayed dead, my 2-year-old and new baby would not have had a mother. His other daughter was not awake. He didn't know she would wake up. It would not have been possible for me to get better if he had been with his daughter instead of me. He was in a tough spot. On the other hand, he could only watch his daughter while she was unconscious. His wife could get help from him, not the jerk. Yes, I agree. I don't have much else to say besides that it's okay for people to have deep connections with people who aren't their parents, and to respect those connections in any way they choose. She doesn't have to deal with her mother's pain or feeling left out. Your die, you jerk. I agree. I don't have much else to say, besides that it's okay for people to have deep connections with people who aren't their parents and to respect those connections in any way they choose. She doesn't need to deal with her mother's pain or feeling left out. Hey, Jamie and Hong, mind your own business. It doesn't matter that your mom feels bad that she forgot to buy her daughter flowers. This post tells us all who your mom's golden child is. Poor sister of yours. To be honest, I don't think mom forgot anything. The mother didn't do anything to reward her daughter for her hard work. And then she got mad when someone did. That day, my mom felt terrible because she forgot to get Nora flowers. Why the hell do you care so much about keeping this woman's feelings safe?